Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are continuing with our F1 2020 My Team journey, and here we are heading on into the Italian Grand Prix, and it's coming down now to the final half of the season. So we have approximately 10 races left or so. So things are starting to shape out into the final standings of the season. So before we head on, I want to just say thank you guys so much for the support so far. This series is a lot of fun to record, and I think it's a lot of fun for you guys to watch as well. So please be sure to leave a like, subscribe using the red button down below, and ring the notification bell so you're notified when the next episode goes live. It's free after all, so why not try it out? I think we're going to do simulator training for our second driver. And speaking of our second driver, did you know that Jack Aitken is actually a British Korean driver? So this works out perfectly for our Sue Motorsport team because Jack Aitken is partially Korean and I am Korean. So it's like the Korean bond going in our team. So that is good to see. And something that I learned after last episode was that you could get driver perks.
You can buy perks to become a better driver, both on and off the track. Your second driver will buy theirs with the fee they negotiate over their base salary, but you can buy your own with the team's cash. One of the benefits of being the boss.
There you hear it from Jeff himself. You can buy upgrades here, and these are personal upgrades to yourself. So these are driver perks. For example, development feedback, resource point income will be boosted by 10%. Media coaching, unlock additional interview answers, level 1. Engine wear will be reduced by 10% with power mapping. And purchase upgrade of driver acclaim will be boosted by 10%. Like, I didn't know this existed until now, so I think it's about time we invest a little on these perks. So I think we need resource points, definitely. So I'm gonna purchase that for $250,000. Maybe once more. Nah, I'm not gonna waste that much cash on myself. We have to support the team more than ourselves. So I think I'm going to do those two. The other one I got was the power mapping. The engine wear will be reduced by 20%. That will help out a lot because we do have engine problems. Moving on, our vehicle is in tip-top condition here, looking good. All right, we have to head on into the R&D tree, but first I wanted to look at the aerodynamics, or one of these facilities, so to say, to invest some money into, because we do have 3.2 million to our name, and I want to invest a little in the departments here. Yeah, let's do fabrication for aerodynamics first. We have about 700k left and that'll be fine, but heading on into our R&D screen, we have 577 remaining. And is that enough for anything? I don't think so. Only durability can do something, but we're already maxed out in that department. Yeah, I think that's it. So for now, we're just gonna save up resource points, and maybe after practice, we'll have enough for another upgrade. So let's head on into the Italian Grand Prix. Here are the records of our season so far. We got 3 first places and 1 second place finish. We have Monza now, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Grand Prix remaining afterwards. So it's even shorter than 10 Grand Prix. We are currently 7 Grand Prix away from the end, excluding Monza, of course. We will be racing that today. So heading on into the Grand Prix weekend, I don't think there's anything else I need to manage, right? We should be good. Gearbox is still good for 2 more races. These look good. So yeah, let's head on into the race weekend and see how much damage we can do at Monza. Alright, so welcome to Monza. Here is our car setup for the Grand Prix. Do let me know in the comment section down below, as always, whether this setup is good or mediocre or bad, and what changes you would make to the setup so that the car can perform at its best. Remember that the power unit is a Honda power unit, so yeah, this is what I'm gonna use. I think I'll see you guys at qualifying after a short montage of what happens.
Yeah, we're gonna start on pole by half a second. What do you think? 1 and 2?
Bruh.
The others?
Sounds good to me.
If I cut the second chicane or something?
Italian Grand Prix things. Oh, that's Max Verstappen.
It's a lesbian run.
Oh, for God's sake!
It's currently 1:30. I'm giving
My asshole, they've all come out at exactly the same time.
Or someone's 3, 2, and 1, and I don't think they've made it.
Do you honestly think?
What is happening here?
My tyres are dead!
Sebastian Vettel trying to get out of trouble.
Is this
Okay, let's see.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top
You're P1.
one here as Toro Rosso, and they are going to win in 2020 as AlphaTauri. Pierre Gasly wins the Italian Grand Prix. Oh my! That's just wonderful.
Alright, so after trying hard for a lot of these practice programs, we finally got all purple on our practice programs. This was the first time in a while now. I think the last 2 episodes I failed tire management or failed fuel management and only got green or something. But this time around we got all purples on all practice programs. There are moments where I could really improve on it, but I think all purples is a decent result. Monza seems to be the track for me. Again, it's one of those like really feel good tracks, like the Canadian Grand Prix I think was a great one for me. And Monza is also one of those speedy and really comfortable ones. So I'm hoping to perform here and push the car to its limits. So hopefully we can qualify in a good position. So team objectives are all done as well. Track is busy. I'm just gonna play out the rest of time here and then probably sim practice 3 as well because we're pretty much done. What in the world just happened? Let's take a look. What? That's so bizarre. I got the inside slip, that's for sure. Got the inside line. I slipped in nicely, man. Look at that. He just drives into me. Pings himself with my rear wing. Oh well. Alright, fastest lap, baby. That's good. Ooh, first lap was a good one. But a bizarre one with that weird hit with Magnussen. Don't know how that happened, but hey. We have P1 so far with the fastest lap. Let's see if we can maintain this. It seems like we are. So I don't think I'm going to go for another run. I'm just going to let time run out and then head on into P2. Alright, at the end of Q1, we are at pole position, P1, with the fastest lap of that session as well. So I think that's a sponsor bonus coming through. I'm not sure. We'll see at the end. But Valtteri Bottas gets P2. Lance Stroll gets P3. Further down the line, we see Magnussen just about scraping his way through and Jack Aitken missing out on Q2. So yeah, just by a 1/10 of a second, Jack Aitken misses out on Q2. Anyway, we're heading on into Q2, so let's advance. Alright, we're coming up to the line, 121 to beat. We're not beating that, but we are gonna get P5. Alright, we're gonna head back into the garage. I did a little mishap and hit the gravel a little, but we can easily fix that. So I'm not gonna go out unless I'm in jeopardy. It looks like we're in jeopardy, so I'm gonna fast forward time a little. I'm gonna give the mediums a try here, because I think we can be competitive with a medium qualifying lap. Let's see what happens. Alright, we're coming up to the line. 5/10 faster maybe? Almost? 5/10 faster. That sees us at P5 on medium compound tires. So let us see if that is just enough to see us into Q3. Yes! It is good enough. Q2, we get P6, Valtteri Bottas with a time to beat, which is 121.3. Charles Leclerc just behind him and Alex Albon behind him. Lewis Hamilton P4 and Ricciardo in P5. Us in P6, Perez at P7, Gasly at P8, Vettel and Ocon in P9 and 10 respectively. So let's head on into Q3 and see if we can get a better position than P6. Alright, time to beat is a 122 or 121, something like that. We're coming at 120. 121.6. Okay, we're going for one more round. Trying to beat 121.1. We didn't do all too well. It's a 500ths better, but that is not good enough. We are still P3. Let's return to garage. Alright, our delta is about 0.2 faster. Let's see where we end up. Ooh. Ah, we're still P3rd. Still P3. So impressive start to the Grand Prix at P3. Perez, Vettel, Ocon, Leclerc, Albon, Ricciardo, and Gasly finishing off the top 10 of the grid coming into the race itself. So let's advance, look at the stats, and then head into the race itself. Before we do head out into the Grand Prix itself, I want to start a couple upgrades before I went in. We do have the resource points for it. Maybe a aerodynamic upgrade or a chassis upgrade or power unit. I think a power unit deserves something, so I think I might start the magnetic compound upgrade here. Let's do that. And that should be it. Yeah, that's it for now. So let's head on into the race. I'll see you at Parc Ferme.
It's time for the Italian Grand Prix once again, here at the beloved and iconic Autodromo Nazionale di Monza. With the lowest downforce and drag of any circuit in the season, expect to see drivers making the most of the slipstream effect here today. We're 12 miles northeast of Milan for today's Grand Prix at a Monza circuit where we can expect top speeds of around 215 miles per hour. 11 corners on this 3.6 mile track, with 7 of those coming in the form of chicanes. And with a good slipstream and DRS open, there should be plenty of opportunity for some passing here today. Anthony Davidson is alongside me as usual for the race today. So, let's briefly discuss Lewis Hamilton. That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have the rookie, Perez, Sebastian Vettel and Ocon, Leclerc, Albon, Ricciardo and Pierre Gasly, Stroll, Magnussen, Max Verstappen and Giovinazzi, Sainz, Norris, Jack Aitken and Daniel Kvyat, Grosjean, Raikkonen, Russell and Nicholas Latifi. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
The boss wants another points finish this weekend. Let's give it everything.
The boss wants another points finish. That's me. Yeah, I want a points finish, but I don't think I ever explicitly told the crew about it. Well, anyway, here we are at Monza. We have to start on the medium compound tires. Let's see if changing our pit time to a later time affects us at all. Yeah, a couple seconds. It would be best to pit around lap 6 or 7. That would be ideal. So, knowing that, we should prepare for lap 6 pit and everything like that. So we should push in the early laps and try to maintain P1 maybe for a while. So I think I'm gonna drop my fuel load down to 29.5 maybe. 29. Let's put it on 29k. Oops, there we go. So car should be ready. Car setup feels nice. So let's head on into the race itself and see if we can get out of P3 and maybe get P1. Let's see. Oh yeah, also I brought the MFD to the center of the car, center of the screen as well, so that there's more space for you guys to see. I might drop my face cam to the bottom right afterwards, knowing that that change has been made. Alright, so overtake, trying to get some pace in our wheels and in the car, trying to push. Oh wow, Hamilton gives us space here. What are the chances that such things happen? And we get P1. Look at that. Rich overtake. Let's get some distance between ourselves and the rest of the pack. Bit of gravel, not good. Overtake. Trying to push ourselves against Hamilton here. Our car is faster than Hamilton by the looks of it.
Keep pushing. Let's capitalize on that first lap.
Yep, pushing, Jeff. Going wide again. Always. Collision with Bottas. What did I do to Bottas? Alright, Lewis Hamilton gets the fastest lap, but that's fine. We're on mediums for some reason. Ooh, sweet cut. Overtake right there. Let's go to Rich. Overtake a little. That was a sweet move on Hamilton. We're still slightly ahead of Hamilton. I need a couple seconds distance between myself and Hamilton to make things work really in our favor. Hamilton is right behind us, but we do get the fastest lap. Shut it, Jeff. Little feisty there, Hamilton. Flippin' heck. Hamilton is right behind me, man. Trying my best to stay ahead here. Whew. Rich, overtake. Trying to keep Hamilton outside of reach. He's 0.5 seconds behind me. He probably has DRS now. Oh no, Hamilton is probably gonna overtake me here. Psych! But he's probably gotten close to me now. Now that I've fluffed that corner. Oh, there we go, there we go. Oh, my overtake was on. Oops. Overtake a little longer. Took those corners nicely. That chicane was beautiful. Come on, go, go, go. Push the car to its limit. Alright, I think this is our pit. No, next one. We're approaching it. Hamilton is rapid. Is rapid, man. Come on, push the car to its limit. We're pulling away. No, we're not. He's catching. Come on, rush, 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 rapide, rapide. How is Hamilton still driving on soft compound tires, man? Should have pitted already. Alright, Rich now. We're gonna save the overtake. Alright, we're going to softs now. There goes Hamilton. We'll get the DRS off of him next time. Psych, didn't need it. Eat it, Hamilton. I gotta save my overtake. That chicane is beautiful for overtaking. You can brake late, and then you can absolutely take them over. Oh no, Hamilton caught up all of a sudden. He got angry. He's angry. There we go. Now we are getting some distance between myself and Hamilton. Do I have damage? No, just tire wear. Alright, we're going into our pit stop. Alright, we're gonna do our pit stop now. Hamilton's still going on softs, Perez as well. A lot of people still going on softs, but I'm gonna follow the orders of Jeff and the team, and for the better of our team, pit for the soft compound tires. Let's go. How fast are we? Ooh, 2.2. That's average. That's average, team. We need faster pit times. Alright, we're in some clean air. Come on, push on Latifi. Let's get close to him for that DRS. Alright, we're gonna use some ERS. We're gonna go down to standard actually. Watch the fuel lines. Fuel levels, sorry. But we are close enough to Latifi to get an overtake. Woo! See ya, Latifi. Some ERS, standard fuel mixture. Latifi is behind me. That's fine. Is 5.6 seconds. Let's see if we can make that time now. Let's try to push on Kvyat. I think they still need a box too, that's the issue. Alright, what an update from Jeff. Took that corner nicely. We're catching on Verstappen though. It's now down to 9.5, negative 9.5. This race is going very well and in our favor. Verstappen pits. Let's go. Fastest lap again. Let's go. Lap 10. We might win this thing. Could have accelerated a little sooner there. That's fine. We're doing alright. We're doing alright. 4.5 seconds ahead of Hamilton. We're steaming ahead in this car. Those upgrades are coming in clutch right now. And I think our engine durability stuff is also proving to be useful. Let's get some overtake. Now we're going to leave the overtake for the start-finish straight. Let's go, push it. Rich fuel mixture, trying to push a little now. Lap 11. Got 2. This one and then 2 more.
Some information on Vettel. They seem to have an issue.
Vettel has an issue. That might trigger something. Please, no safety car, please. Safety car would be the last thing I would want.
2 laps of fuel left.
Yeah, shut it, Jeff. I know. Come on, let's push it. Now I'm taking these turns. I spoke too soon. I was about to say I'm taking those turns nicely, and then I just go into the siding a little. But I'm not breaking the boundaries. Let's go, Rich. Giovinazzi's out of the race. Okay. He's in the final third, so that's fine. Alright, that was the best corner, but we're still 5 seconds ahead of Hamilton, so... Push, push, push! Final lap of the race. Let's go. As long as we don't bin the car. Oh no, Lewis Hamilton got the fastest lap right there. And he's right behind me.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Shut it, Jeff. I'm trying to race here. I'm gonna save ERS for start finish straight. Alright, Rich. Oh god, I see Hamilton in the distance. Gotta push our car here. Alright, I think we got it. I think we got it. We got P1, pole position, and P1.
Great drive. We did it. Good job.
They made great use of the clear air today then and didn't allow anyone to exploit the slipstream behind them. What a great win here at Monza. Talk to me, Ant. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection, a shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
The faces on our top 3 look so incredibly happy as they make their way up to the podium. A much-deserved victory and a brilliant performance from them all.
Another P1 finish and another trophy to take home for the cabinet. Celebrating with Hamilton and I believe Leclerc, who got P3. So what a race it was. Given our car's condition, pretty impressive P1 victory, in my opinion.
So, let's review the driver's standings. This result narrows the gap between our championship leader and the rest of the standings. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
Lance Stroll certainly put in an impressive performance today. No doubt his team and fans are extremely proud. I know that's at odds with the official decision, but I think they deserve some recognition on a day where both of these drivers are at the top of their game.
Let's move on to the constructors. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Alright, so here we are at the final results page of the Italian Grand Prix. P1 for us, of course. We saw that on the podium. And Charles Leclerc was P3 after all. I was right. Perez, Stroll, Ricciardo, Albon, Ocon, Verstappen, and Vettel rounding out the rest of the top 10. And then we also have Carlos Sainz, Gasly, Bottas, Magnussen, Norris, Kvyat, Aitken, who makes it at P17, Raikkonen, Grosjean, Russell, and Latifi, who get the rest of the field. Giovinazzi accidentally does not finish. I don't know what happened. It might be a car failure or whatnot, but he is DNF. Going to the standings here, let's take a look if that changes anything. No, we're just 1 point behind Leclerc after last race. This race just brought us up close to him again, by the looks of it. We're in 5th position right now. Constructor standings, we're still in P4. Racing Point are 22 points away, and yeah, it's anyone's game right now. The gap between Mercedes and Red Bull is quite significant at 207 with only a couple races left, so we'll have to see what happens. Alright, so this is where I say my goodbyes. What a race it was to start from P3 and to get P1. again, the start was incredible after our mishap in the first race where I got bumped up from behind and had no choice but to, you know, crash into everyone. But the first turn was crucial. The chicane gave us P1 after overtaking Lewis Hamilton. And then it was all about managing tires and managing our lead. Hamilton came close a couple times to overtaking us in the first couple laps, but we maintained our composure and overtook again when time was right. Like this moment here where Lewis Hamilton all of a sudden sped forward, but we managed to get the position back at the same first chicane of the Italian Grand Prix Monza circuit. So, overall, I think I really enjoyed the fast circuit of Monza. Monza was a really fun course to drive. Some turns were more difficult than others, but overall, I really enjoyed it. The big mistake you could make is hitting the curves a little too much, and when you do that, the car launches beyond recognition. Like it becomes a spaceship and just flies off. So yeah, that is one thing you have to watch out at Monza. I think our strategy was decent. Medium to soft was a good strategy, as the slower medium compound tires helped us maintain the first couple laps, and then the softs really put the final nail in the coffin of the race, where we just sped on and on and on, where we had like a 5-second lead at one point compared to Lewis Hamilton. But yeah, that was a beautiful race after all. So yeah, I think that's it. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank you guys so much for stopping by the channel and watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe using the red button down below, and ring the notification bell so you're notified when the next episode of F1 2020 goes up. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I hope you're staying safe and healthy. So thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you in the next episode. Take care and goodbye.